The meanings of tarot cards come from various sources. The most common are the position of the tarot cards on the Tree of Life, astrological correspondences, signs, planets and houses, the symbolism of tarot cards, and meanings that pertain to fortune telling. The positions of the main arcana on the Tree of Life relate to the four Kabbalistic worlds. That's Atsiluth, Bria, Tsaira and Asya. The Ace to Ten of Wands represent the 10 Sephiroth of Atsiluth. The Ace to Ten of Cups stand for the Sephiroth of Bria. The Ace to Ten of Swords represent the Sephiroth in Tsaira. And the Ace to Ten of Pentacles stand for the Sephiroth in Asya. The following chart shows the astrological correspondences. You can download a high-resolution copy of this chart at enlightenmenttarot.com. You can find the link in the video descriptions. The Two of Wands represents Chakma in Atsiluth, the sphere of wisdom in the spiritual world. It corresponds to the first decade of Aries, ruled by Mars. For the Two of Wands, Paul Foster Case offers the keyword dominion. He states that the Two of Wands indicates force, enterprise, boldness, resolution, some combativeness, and much originality. He derived at these meanings from the position of the Two of Wands on the Tree of Life. Chokma is also the seat of the life power or spirit, which animates all existence. The Fool, which connects Kether and Chokma, is an image of the life power or spirit. It is the first force that emerges from Kether and dominates all succeeding forces. In fact, all succeeding forces are different configurations of the life power. Paul said that the Two of Wands is a card of enthusiasm, but of strong self-interest. Enthusiasm is a result of feeling alive. That's the life power. Paul derives at the notion of self-interest from the card's astrological association. Aries is the sun sign of the ego, and its natural house is the house of the self. According to Paul, an inauspicious Two of Wands signifies restlessness, fierceness, shamelessness, inordinate ambition, turbulence, obstinacy, and a tendency towards revenge. These indicate a selfish and immature use of the life power. Arthur Edward Waite. Usually, tarot cards picture the positive use of the power of consciousness they represent. The Rider-Waite Tarot deck pictures positive and negative applications of the powers of the respective consciousness. In my opinion, that is fraught with danger. There are no bad tarot cards. Tarot cards represent powers of consciousness that can be applied to constructively or destructively. Offering only the negative meanings of a tarot card robs the querent of a choice and may result in self-fulfilling prophecies. I elaborated on this in another video. You can find the link to this video in the video description. Here's a picture of the Two of Wands from the Rider-Waite Tarot. Arthur comments on the picture as follows. Here is a lord overlooking his dominion and alternately contemplating a globe. It looks like the melody, the modification, the sadness of Alexander amidst the grandeur of his world's wealth. Arthur agrees that this card indicates dominion and elaborates that dominion is a result of conquest, the reference to Alexander the Great. He adds that dominion is always temporary, which we all know to be true. For the reason mentioned above, Waite gives the auspicious meanings of riches, wealth, fortune, and magnificence, and the emotions that come with it, like surprise, wonder, and enchantment. I don't think he hits the mark with those attributes. Wealth is a matter of Malkuth, except we consider spiritual wealth, which is indeed wisdom, and it can be found on the spiritual level, Chokma. The Two of Wands is only a strong promise or beginning of material wealth. Arthur offers the inauspicious meanings of suffering, disease, chagrin, sadness, mortification, trouble, and fear. The latter are emotional reactions to the loss of dominion and loss of wealth. On the fortune-telling side, he offers the meanings of impossible marriage and that the young lady may expect trivial disappointments. No comment. Teya, a French occultist and the first known professional tarotist, gives the meaning of sorrow and surprises. The meaning of surprises is based on the fact that the Two of Wands represents the life power or spirit. The spirit is foolish and its initiatives takes us often by surprise. Papus, another French occultist and founder of the Martinist order, offers the meaning opposition to the beginning of an enterprise. This is an inauspicious interpretation of the Two of Wands. Kether is the beginning of an enterprise anyway, and maybe he thought the two wands in the picture oppose one another. This is a one-sided interpretation. They indeed may oppose each other, that's a conflict, but they may also mirror each other, which would indicate harmony. Madame Lenormand was a famous fortune teller during the Napoleonic era. She thinks that the Two of Wands foretells that a young lady may expect trivial disappointments. Gregor Mather, the founder of the Golden Dawn, offers the auspicious meaning of riches, fortune, and opulence, magnificence, grandeur, and the inauspicious meanings of surprise, astonishment, an event, extraordinary occurrence. He more or less concurs with wait. If the Two of Wands showed up in a tarot reading by Madame Le Marchand, a 19th century celebrated Parisian fortune teller, she would tell the querent, tomorrow morning about 7 o'clock, someone inquires of you concerning anything whatever, but give no answer and you will escape a great vexation. That's funny and definitely on the fortune-telling side, so no comment. The Enlightenment Tarot. Originally, the wand, cup, sword, and pentacle suits represent the Sephiroth in Atzilus, Bria, Yetzirah, and Asiya. The original pictorial design of the tarot cards catered to enlightenment, and at the time the tarot cards were designed, its creators did not have divination in mind. This causes a problem for the use of tarot cards for tarot readings and divination. Most people are only receptive to the forces of Asiya and lower Yetzirah. In order to function on Bria and Atzilus, one needs to have accomplished enlightenment. So how can the forces of the cups and wand cards have any impact on normal people? How can the original meanings of wand and cup cards pertain to worldly problems? For that reason, the Enlightenment Tarot proposes a different model. The four suits represents the four levels of human expression. That's the spiritual level, wands, the creative feeling level, the cups, intelligence, the swords, and action, pentacles. These correspond also to the four implements on the magician's table. Intention, wands, imagination, cups, thinking, swords, and action, pentacles. Since the Sephiroth, Netzach, Hod, Yesod, and Malkuth comprise human personality, Tiferet, the higher self, represents the spiritual level, Netzach, the creative feeling level, Hod, the intellectual level, and Malkuth, the bodily level, or the level of action. In the model of the Enlightenment Tarot, the Two of Wands represents Chokmah of Tiferet, the sphere of wisdom and the sphere of human spirituality. On this level, we are dealing with ageless wisdom, meaning spiritual wisdom. Unlike street wisdom, we can't arrive at ageless wisdom through experiences. Only Tiferet can initiate us into ageless wisdom, and for that we need to do enlightenment. Wisdom is not intelligence. Wisdom is knowledge. To be precise, wisdom is the knowledge of principles. For example, the knowledge of the principles of enlightenment. Pragma turns Kethel's intentions into ideas. That's called ideation, which is the Enlightenment Tarot title of the Two of Wands. On the spiritual level, ideas are abstract and intentional. For example, the intention to speak with someone afar. In a later stage of the undertaking, this initial idea will turn into a telephone. Ideas dominate all mental processes: imagination, wishing, thinking, etc. Ideas can change the world, have changed the world. Ideas rule. The Enlightenment Tarot title is Ideation. The power of consciousness is also ideation, and its constructive use is wise ideation. The destructive use is unwise ideation. The favorable internal experience is a wise idea, and an adverse internal experience is a foolish idea. The Enlightenment Tarot project attempts to rediscover the original meanings of the tarot cards that pertain to their position on the Tree of Life. These meanings are simple, clear, and easy to memorize. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Enlightenment Tarot. Please help to spread the light with a like and a share. And don't forget to subscribe. Love and light.